IMAX.
And this is Film Freaks. This week we're doing
yeah, we gonna take it back. We got the popcorn this week. That's how you know what type of time we on this week. It's not we chilling because we going back to the beginning of the culture of one of the greatest art forms in history.
In history, man. Yeah, a lot of you don't know this. If you go and check some of the footage, the lost footage from the interview we did, you'll know it. But a lot of you don't know it. Me and Tony used to rap back in the day.
Yeah, that's how we actually
linked up.
How about that?
Some hip hop shit.
I ain't even really do the knowledge on that. So we gonna say we gonna do hip hop movies this week. You know what I'm saying?
Quintessential hip hop movies.
Not,
you know what I mean?
Not, yeah.
Not saying the bullshit, but a lot of people think like, okay, because they had a rapper in it, that is a hip hop movie. Nah, that ain't the case. So as much as I love something like let's say Juice wasn't a hip hop movie.
Classic flip.
Classic flip.
We gonna do a whole special on it.
Yeah, but it wasn't necessarily a hip hop movie.
Right.
In my personal opinion, it's not a hip hop movie unless a motherfucker rapping.
Yeah.
Unless you rhyme, let somebody rhyme in the movie.
Right.
I mean, really rhyme. You know what I mean? In the movie, it's not a hip hop movie.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So these films that we're doing today are all hip hop movies. You need to see. If you're into hip hop, you need to see these movies. Okay?
The essentials. You gonna give them the
essentials. You know what I mean? You're gonna get so you can know your stuff as far as hip hop concerned,
right,
and as far as cinema is concerned.
All day.
So we're gonna kick off the first movie.
we just knocked this joint off.
Yeah. We just want to go check it out. I mean, so the first movie is Wild Style.
Yeah.
I know you didn't see Wild Style. You thought you saw Wild Style.
He was watching the other.
Yeah, he was watching something else. You thought you saw Wild Style, but you didn't see Wild Style. So we're gonna show you the trailer for Wild Style,
right,
and then we're gonna come back.
On the left. Ready on the firing line.
Wild Style, the house will rock.
Yeah, that was Wild Style. You know, that was written and directed by Charlie Ahern. You know what I mean? Starred Lee, George Quinones. You know what I'm saying? Lee was his. That was his tag.
Yeah, he was a real graffiti writer. Wasn't no actor.
No actor.
Know what I mean? He was a real graffiti writer. They also had Fat Five Freddy in this.
Certified
Fat Five Freddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, salute.
Busy B.
Busy B.
Yeah, people from Busy B. When this movie came out, Busy B was the 1981 equivalent of Jay-Z. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, that sounds accurate. Very accurate.
He was the 1991 equivalent, hip hop equivalent of what Jay-Z is to mofos now. That's what Busy B was back then.
He was
Get
counting
it right.
money. He had girls in limousines.
Champagne.
By the turntable. You might have missed it. I missed it. I didn't catch it till I just like, oh, it was champagne right there.
He had champagne by the turntable. You know what I mean? How real is that?
That was awesome.
You know what I mean? It was a real dope flick, man. It was real gritty, real grimy. Most of it was improvised, you know what I mean?
Right, okay.
Most of it was improvised because they didn't have any actors at the time
who could play the real.
You know what I mean? It wasn't no reference point.
It was too new. The culture was too new for them to even try to mimic. They had to get the authentic.
Get all the authentic people in there, man.
That rhyme too.
Rhyme. I remember I get this guy a deal.
We gonna get the Grammy. And then we gonna do this too.
There we go. There you go. Alright, so that was Wild Style. Next up is Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
One of my personal favorites.
Now
part 1, we doing part 2.
Part 2.
Boogaloo, the ultimate show with Kelly, Ozone, and Turbo. Break dance to electric boogaloo. Guess who?
Din da da do do do, din da da do do, din da da do do do, din da da do do, din da da
Alright, that was Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, that's a bug out movie right there.
With your boy Turbo, is it Michael Boogaloo Shrimp Chambers?
Yes.
And Ozone, is it Alfonso? Is it Quint Willis?
Adolfo Quiñones.
Adolfo Quiñones from the Shaka Khan video.
From the
From the Shaka Khan video, man. Yo, I saw this at the Capitol on 52nd of July.
You lucky.
Nah, I mean, real shit. Me and my man Perp, we went to go see this joint in the park. The part that, I mean, everybody bugged out on the part where Turbo was dancing on the ceiling.
Man, that was the best part ever, man.
When he was dancing on the ceiling, man, like nobody ain't ever seen nothing like that.
They got the knowledge on that. They used the same set from the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The joint where the room was spinning all over the joint.
Yeah, when Freddy was killing them, they was all up on the ceiling and everything.
That used to bug me out. Now that whole
rotating room. The whole rotating room. Funny thing is, if you watch Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo, and you watch when the room, they got an actual Freddy claw in the room.
See, I didn't know that.
They got an actual Freddy claw in the room, man.
That's real.
You know what I mean? So that was Breaking 2, man. That was Hollywood's take on LA hip hop, which if you watch like Wild Style, it's a whole lot different than something like Wild Style, because LA is a whole lot different. Like them dudes had like Jerry curls and all that kind of shit, and they would dance around them bright ass colors and LA gears. You know what I mean? As a young buck, I ain't care. Now you look back on them, them dudes look a little, I mean?
But that was, you know, it was back then.
That was a part of the dope about it, you know what I mean? You lived with it, you know what I mean? What it was. They actually did a, wasn't they supposed to be doing like a part, they did a part 3, right?
Well, we just looking at that, they supposed to be doing, because, alright, so it was a third John to that. It was Breaking 1, Breaking 2, then it was Rapid and the Ice-T John. We really going back talking about that.
Yeah,
might not know about that, but they're supposed to be doing something new called Expression 3D, and Turbo's supposed to be in it.
Turbo coming back.
Turbo coming back, man.
Oh man, I might have to go check that out.
Yeah, man.
Turbo in it, you know what I mean?
He danced on the ceiling, man. He was killing the game back then.
You gotta love the dancing, man. I used to dance back in the day, man. I used to do a mean kid and play kick step.
Listen, man. We gonna say that, man, because I still do the kid and play. Yeah, for real, for real.
We're gonna go into the next film, which is House Party by Kid and Play.
One of my favorites.
One of my favorites, you know what I mean? We're gonna go to the trailer for that, and then we're gonna come back and talk to y'all. We might get a little kick step going on. Y'all check the trailer out.
If my pops finds out I got in trouble in school today, I'm definitely gonna be on punishment. This There's a party tonight at Peter's house. Can I go?
You're not going nowhere. Every little step you take will be around this bedroom tonight.
Did you hear anything about a party tonight? At least not any good ones.
Hello, Tawatha. Do I feel like being bothered with Tawatha? Hello, LaDonna.
Booming, booming, booming.
Yo, baby, you looking real good.
Step off.
Scandalous. Kick it, Pops.
What you got to say now, punk?
How much more trouble can I get into?
Hey, Eraserhead.
I'm in prison.
Just do me a favor. Don't pick up the soap.
Wait till I find him. I'm gonna kill him.
Yo, y'all look who fell into the gig.
Hey, this ain't Soul Train.
The two finest women in here. Now, how could a man choose?
He better choose right.
Okay, so where on our way to? The house party. What? The house party. She ain't going to that damn party. That's all to it. I don't give a damn what you say.
Gonna make me a social misfit.
Full Force. We just gonna start off. We gotta shout them out.
Yeah, shout out to Full Force, man. You gotta shout them out.
That made the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't my type of hype.
That song was crazy.
You know what I mean? That was a house party. Written and directed by Reginald Hudlin.
Hudlin, the Hudlin brothers.
Reginald Hudlin. He actually did this film as his film thesis for Harvard.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he just took the homework assignment and was like, let's make this film.
Yeah. It was originally supposed to be for Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. I don't know what happened with that whole situation.
That would have been crazy.
But that's who it was originally supposed to be, but they couldn't make it, so then they brought in Christopher Kid Reed and Christopher Play Martin and Tisha Campbell and AJ Johnson and Robin Harris.
Robin Harris, classic.
John Witherspoon. You know what I mean?
Rest in peace to the guy Robin Harris.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
And most of his parts were improvised. Him and John Witherspoon.
He was just in his bag, handling the ball. That's why I was so thorough. He was just doing him.
He was his real pop joint. You know what I mean? Real pop joint.
Cussing out the cops. You know what I'm saying?
But this was another hip hop film. Had a little battle rap in there.
Dancing,
dancing,
the DJing,
everything.
Shouts out to the DJ.
And he had the trying to get the crates of records in there. He all shoving the crates of records in there. And then he left him with all his records. You know what I mean? Then he gonna come back. Yo, Martin Lawrence.
Like, come on.
You know what I mean? Martin Lawrence was awesome in that, man. Yeah. Bilal. You know what I mean? With the steak rap. Sound like something to get on your feet. Yeah, that was awesome, man. House party, awesome, man. I saw that at the Capitol.
Damn, you seen all the classic joints.
I saw me and Stax went to the Capitol like 12 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon and watched that shit like 5 times. When we walked out of the theaters, we knew about heart.
And the raps and all that.
Yeah, everything. By the time we walked out of the theater from seeing Alpha, shout outs to Stacknificent, you know what I mean?
Yeah, black on both sides.
Yeah, so that was my flick, man. I was a Kid and Play fan.
Made the Kid and Play. I think that's the first movie I bought on pay-per-view. That's the first movie I bought.
Their album, Too Hype, was the very first album I ever bought in my life. Like, of my own money, I went to the store and actually went and bought the album, the record of Too Hype.
Which was a classic album.
Yeah.
Classic album.
Definitely classic.
Major classic.
Definitely classic. Speaking of classics,
yeah, we're gonna take it to the next.
We're gonna take it to the next one. Is an official classic. Yeah, I mean, official classic. The next film is Crush Groove.
Yes, sir.
The stars: Sheila E., Run-D.M.C., the Fat Boys,
Yeah, the Fat Boys.
and Curtis Blow. The story:
It's a lot of screaming and noise. It's not music.
We're selling records we don't even have.
I want parents to turn this music off, all right?
the sound.
Don't you want to be a star? You're fired! Regret!
rush, and that's all you need to know.
Start rolling with the rush of Crush Groove. In the streets, the subways, and the clubs, they created the sound that will turn their world around. Crush Groove.
Oh man, alright, so that was Crush Groovin'.
Yes sir,
Body Moving. Directed by Michael Schultz.
Michael Schultz?
It was a fictional account of the early days of Def Jam Records. Rick Rubin, Russell Simmons first started Def Jam Records. It was starring Sheila E.
The beautiful Sheila E.
The beautiful Sheila E. Yo, Prince really know how to pick them, don't he?
Sweet.
Really know how to pick them.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, Blair Underwood playing Russell Simmons.
That's
you know what I mean?
Hilarious.
Yeah. Joseph Simmons, Run was in it. Daryl Mack, D.M.C. was in it. Jam Master Jay,
Ace and Mizell, you know what I'm saying?
The Fat Boys.
The Fat Boys.
We gonna get back to the Fat Boys in a minute. Curtis Blow, and this was LL Cool J's film debut. You know what I mean? This was LL Cool J, so if anybody, you check it out, you know what I mean? You see LL Cool J in there, you know what I mean? He do a little extra work in this joint right here. Spike Lee actually tried to fill out for the assistant director position for this film, but he didn't get it. He was trying to get money to do She's Gotta Have It, and he actually tried to get funding, getting a job with these folks, but it never came about. But that's some interesting shit right there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Another interesting thing is, I was telling you about this the other day.
Okay.
The director of this, if you watch this movie, it's a whole lot of Fat Boys going on in this movie.
And they wasn't even on Def Jam.
They wasn't even on Def Jam. You know what I mean? They wasn't even on Def Jam. They were being produced by Curtis Blow, but they weren't even on Def Jam. But the director of this film saw something in the Fat Boys that he could market. So when he directed the film, there was a lot of the Fat Boys footage in the films. I remember I heard a story. Yeah, they did like 3 songs.
3 songs in the whole
I think Run-D.M.C did 2.
Yeah, and they supposed to be the stars.
Yeah, they supposed to be the stars of the whole movie, but the director saw something in the Fat Boys, so he shot a lot of footage of them. So his next movie, which was Disorderlies with the Fat Boys, one of Tone's joints.
That's my favorite, man.
Yeah, I mean, he brought that out, but when Russell Simmons and them saw this flick, they were like, yo, why is the Fat Boys getting so much play in this joint?
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's the reason why, because the director saw something in them that was marketable.
He was setting them up for the win. That was gonna be their jump off.
Yeah, so they did Disorderlies, and then Russell Simmons and them did Tougher Than Leather. So that was the pass off. They just went their ways and they did their thing, and the Fat Boys did their thing. And
Tougher Than Leather, another classic.
Another classic. You gotta check that out also. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
We're gonna go push forward ahead in time from 1985 to 2002. 2002 with 8 Mile. You know what I mean?
Another one of mine.
Another classic, man. Another classic.
Battle rap. That's what we
So y'all gonna check out the trailer for 8 Mile, and we'll be back.
Hey Saul, you ever wonder at what point you gotta stop living up here and start living down here?
I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning up my closet.
What are you doing with your life that's so great?
When the world won't give you what you need, you have to make it on your own.
Okay, folks, enough jokes. This job, you wanna quit, but you can't. You worked at this plant so long, you're a plant. Look at your damn boots. They're starting to grow roots.
I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you.
You asking me out on a date, Jimmy Smith Jr.?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am.
But tonight I'm cleaning up my closet.
Tell me why you left. Tell me and I'll leave you alone.
I'm sorry, mama.
From Curtis Hanson, the director of LA Confidential, and producer Brian Grazer.
I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning up my closet.
Eminem, Brittany Murphy, Mekhi Phifer, and Kim Basinger.
I'm sorry, mama.
Mile.
Yeah.
8 Mile. Fucking Dave Chappelle. 8 Mile.
Yo, man, the battle raps in that joint, man.
Yo. I don't care what anybody say. I like Eminem like anybody else like Eminem. But the boy, what was his name? Lotto?
Lotto's the leader. Yeah.
When he was rapping from the side, like, you know you killing somebody when you killing them from the side like this, you know what I mean? He wasn't even looking at him.
Yeah.
He was looking at the audience and talking about it. I love that dude, man. I love that dude, man. That was 8 Mile, directed by Curtis Hanson, written by Scott Silver, starring Eminem, Kim Basinger, Mekhi Phifer, the late Brittany Murphy, rest in peace.
Oh yeah, how about that?
Michael Shannon and your man Anthony Mackie.
Yo, man, what's up with him, man?
Yo.
He got all the rap roles.
Yo, this dude done did 2 rappers. He done did 2 supposed to be the shit. He did Papa Doc in this flick.
Papa Doc, he was the best rapper.
And then he did Tupac in the Notorious movie. He ain't rapped once. This dude ain't rapped no time.
He get all the roles though.
He get the hip hop rapper roles. This is the most non-rapping.
Anthony Mackie, you the truth, boy. You don't even
I fuck with Anthony Mackie.
Take it like that. We just
but you ain't rhymed none. And neither one of those movies. And you were supposed to be Tupac, and Papa Doc was supposed to be like the leader of the free world.
He was the leader of the free world.
He's the leader of the free world. You know what I mean? He let his boy, but he had goons though.
Yeah, so that's why.
You know what I mean? He had crazy goons. You know what I mean? He sent the goons out there, lottos, lick splickety, splickety, split, blip, something or another.
Nigga was funny as hell though, man.
Yeah, I fuck with that real heavy, man. This was the first hip hop. This film had the first hip hop song to win an Academy Award.
Wow.
So that's kind of dope. You know what I mean? That's a feather in Eminem's hat.
So that was before the Hard Out Here for
no, before that. You know what I mean? So this was the first one to do it. And Eminem didn't even show up for the ceremony because he didn't think he was even gonna get it.
Damn, I ain't know that.
He don't show up for any fucking ceremony. So that's just his bag, you know what I mean? He lost 24 pounds for this role.
He was in the zone.
Yeah, on the real acting, John, and he actually
on the Michael Yamin tip.
Your boy Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, yeah.
On your Christian Bale tip, you know what I mean? He lost that weight for this role.
So he get busy with it.
He also he wrote the soundtrack while he was doing the movie.
Wow.
So he would be penning the soundtrack during like breaks in the movie on little pieces of paper. He wrote Lose Yourself. He wrote all that shit.
Cause that 8 Mile Road joint is my shit.
He wrote all that shit while he was filming the fucking movie. You know what I mean? So
man, salute.
Shout outs for that shit. That's some real shit right there. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
The DVD made 40 million first day.
I'm a part of that because I remember I bought that joint the first day.
40 million the first day. 40 million? Yo, they was freebasing 8 Mile.
We needed that dope.
It was heat though, man. Great movie, great battle raps. You know another battle rap in there that was like, remember when Exhibit was at the lunch truck?
At the lunch truck.
I loved that was like my favorite part, man.
Because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it was just so
and I love Exhibit. You know what I mean? He just like was killing everybody. You know what I mean? Who wants some? Who wants some? I spit venom in every direction. Soak some up. Yo, I love that dude, man. 8 Mile is definitely quintessential hip hop filming.
You need that.
You need that up in you.
You need that.
You know what I mean? So all of these joints, you go back and check them out. You know what I mean?
You need all of them.
All these shits. So we're gonna go to the creme de la creme of hip hop films. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is definitely the one that
everybody goes to.
Yeah, cause I remember going over my cousin crib to watch this joint. I was like, I need a good.
Yeah, everybody. This in case you don't guess already what we talking about. We talking about Beach Street. All right.
Beach Street.
So Beach Street is the next trailer we're gonna show you, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna give you all of the trials and tribulations and trivia and everything about Beach Street. Check it out.
Well, all right. Come on, get back up, guys. I saw Carp on that last train. Hurry.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, how you doing?
Dig it, this is really fresh, Ramo.
Where'd you learn to do all this?
English class.
No, I'm serious.
No kidding. I used to trace these old DC comics because it was so boring. That's why I figured out all the streaks and blurs and shit. Yo, man, not too high in that cloud, all right? You're gonna go over that phase 2 up there.
Oh, come on, I ain't stupid.
What's phase 2?
Phase 2 is the guy who practically invented the idea of burners. Before that, everything was just his little tags. Oh, a tag is your name. And that's a burner. Pack it up.
That was Beach Street. Yes. Directed by Stan Lathan, Sanaa Lathan's dad.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so she came for money.
Wow.
Starring Ray Dong Chong, who is the daughter of Chong from Cheech and Chong.
Okay.
Who is the daughter of Chong?
I can see y'all. I can see the
yeah, she came for money too.
Right. Privilege.
Guy Davis, and it was sponsored by Puma. So when you watch the flick, everybody got on Puma. Everybody.
I was just noticing everybody had the same label. It was looking thorough.
Yeah, but Puma threw that cash out there to get their sponsorship for it or whatever like that.
Good place.
But this was dope, man.
Oh man, so
I loved it, man. Because it was like, you know what it was like? It was like the Hollywood version of Wild Style, but it was still kind of cool.
Right.
Because Wild Style was real gritty and real like street, and they didn't have like nobody knew how to act or whatever like that. So
they weren't acting.
Yeah, they weren't acting. It was real deal. So they took what they did in Wild Style and made Beach Street, and kind of like took it up on a more cinematic level.
Right.
That's why they had the whole backstory and the whole thing with Ramo and everything like that. That was just that was dope, man. Like they didn't do that in Wild Style or any of the other films. Like that was a real dramatic moment. You know what I mean? Now I mean somebody got killed in this flick. It was like wow. You know what I mean? Ramo dying was like Cochise dying. You know what I mean? It was around the same. There was the same type of tip. Or Ricky from Boys in the Hood. There was the same type of tip when Ramo died. Like you know what I mean? It was like a hood tragic joint. You know what I mean? Yeah, going too soon. Hood tragic joint.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So Beach Street was the shit, man. You know what I mean? You had Young Boy Lee. You know what I mean?
In his B-boy bag, certified. Like
I watched this flick just to bug off Lee, man, cause Lee he be on this Young Boy joint, but he be cool as shit. The little Kangos and the fucking glasses on and stuff.
His whole leg is all fitting.
Yeah, I fucked with Lee. You know what I mean? Kenny was cool, but Kenny was old head.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He was the older brother.
Yeah, older brother. You know what I mean? But Lee was the shit in this joint, man.
He was in the zone.
Funny, interesting trivia about this.
Okay.
None of the graffiti in this film was done by real graffiti artists. It was all done by the set decor people and airbrush. Yep. So it's no authentic. I think some of it might be authentic, but most of it, graffiti in this film isn't authentic graffiti from graffiti writers. So.
I guess that's why it look kind of cartoony.
Yeah. It's the Hollywood twist on it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That this is when Hollywood got hit to the whole game or whatever like that. Speaking of Hollywood, Vin Diesel was an extra in this. I don't know where I'm rewinding. I'm going back for. I need to find it, but he admitted to being an extra in Beach Street, Vin Diesel. So we're gonna talk about Vin Diesel later on in a couple weeks, but that's interesting trivia about that brother right there. So that's it, man.
Oh man, so
hip hop classics, hip hop cinema classics.
And there's many more out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just a couple of them. This just a little taste. Something for you to get your beak wet. You know what I mean? Get your beak wet and you can check out these joints and then you can start branching out into other things or whatever like that. Definitely. So that's our show. We're the Film Freaks. You can check us out at facebook.com/Freaks for Films. You can also check us out, search us on YouTube, The Film Freaks. Freaks. Search us on YouTube, and you can find the YouTube. You got website right there. You can check us out. And that's it, man. You got anything to say to the people, Tony?
Yo, man, get out there and appreciate the culture, man. Hip hop ain't dead, so you just keep it living. And, you know, that's what we do here, man. We put you on with that work. We the film freaks, man.
Film freaks, man.
How we do, man. And we're gonna have the kid to play soon. We're gonna say that for when we out location. We're gonna get the kid to play for y'all. Don't even worry about it. We got y'all. Don't worry about it.
I just hope I still got it.
We gonna practice.
I got it.
We gonna practice. You know what I'm saying?
Knees though, brother.
I know. we can do it the 2 times. We might not be able to go to the back. Yeah, we I know we can come back into the back, Joe. We gonna do at least the forward 2 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, y'all go ahead, man. Y'all check out these flicks, man, and check out the Film Freaks, man. Hit us up, man. We here every week. Peace.
Peace.
Shit, man. It's a wrap.